This is a playtest for Extus Commander deck. Spent the entire live stream building this with the community over here, and we're just gonna go ahead and see how this deck plays. In our hand, we have a mountain, a garrison, a mountain, assembled legion, and a land. So I probably need to shuffle this a little bit better. All right, Path of Ancestry, Knight's Whisper. I can't pronounce that. Mountain, Mindstone, Mountain, Basilica Bellhaunt. We have a way to draw into cards. We're gonna draw into a couple cards the first couple turns. So honestly, even though we don't really have the colors to cast this Bellhaunt here, let's just hope that we do draw into those cards, because we do have enough swamps essentially to cast our commander, which I think would be important. So I'm gonna leave the cards in my hand right here off to the side. So we're gonna go ahead and draw for turn. We draw into a Doomscar, which is a nice little border wipe here. So honestly, that kind of changes things if we draw into that border wipe. We'll play this Path of Ancestry tapped, and then we'll pass a turn. We'll untap, and then we'll draw into Neyali, which is cool. This is literally the card that this entire deck was kind of built from, which is kind of funny. So we have Neyali. We'll get down the, I think, Forbidden Orchard. And then I think in this situation, we would tap 2 and we play the Mind Stone. Now, because we have the Mind Stone here, we essentially just ramped, and then I think we just pass and draw into a Commander Sphere. Take the opportunity right now to just play that Commander Sphere. So we're gonna go 1, 2, and then 3. We'll get down this Commander Sphere, and then we'll tap 2, and then we will... So we're gonna foretell the Doomscar. So essentially, when we do cast this Doomscar eventually, we pay 3 mana instead of 5 mana, which is nice. So I'm gonna leave that right here off to the side. Everybody knows that we're gonna Doomscar soon. Okay, we'll draw into a Mother of Runes, which is cool. So we'll keep this over here in our hand. I'm immediately gonna choose to pay. I'm liking the mana base. This is pretty good. We do need a white mana, so 1. We'll Doomscar and destroy all creatures. So just wipe the board essentially. And then after we're done destroying all the creatures, now I think we can start playing our own creatures. Just as a side note for people who are watching this in the future that are new, like when you're playing, if you have a board wipe in your hand, you kind of, I mean, I could have played the board wipe in that situation there, or I could have chose to draw cards with the Knight's Whisper. Sometimes you want your opponents to continue playing creatures so that you can just wipe the board and destroy everything. You just want to make sure that you get as much value as you can out of your board wipes, and not just to wipe the board, just to wipe the board basically. And now I have 3 mana left over. We could either draw cards, or we can get down a Mother of Runes. And I think right now we're gonna bait removal from our opponent, and we're gonna tap this. We'll lose a life and play a Mother of Runes. We can essentially tap the Mother of Runes to give a creature protection from a color. So we'll pass a turn and then draw into Garna. Wow, okay. Bloodfist of Keld. So whenever another creature I control dies, we draw a card if it was attacking. I think in this situation, have black mana. I don't have white mana, so I can't play the Basilica Bellhaunt. I can protect something with Mother of Runes, so I can just freely kind of play whatever I want right now. How about we tap the Commander Sphere for black, and then Mountain will cast the Knight's Whisper. So we're gonna go ahead and draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. So we're gonna draw into a Swamp, which is cool, and then a Staff of the Storyteller. We can essentially draw cards with that card as well, which is pretty nice. That just happened. So this will go to the graveyard. Can I cast the Basilica right now? No, I can't. I can get down the Staff of the Storyteller though. And we'll play Staff of the Storyteller, which is gonna give us a that's gonna give us a spirit. We're gonna get a 1/1 spirit, and then We still have 3 mana left over, but you can't do anything. We'll hold up the mana so I could either tap this to remove a counter from the staff to draw a card. So we're going to go ahead and do that on our opponent's end step. So this has 0 counters. We'll draw into an exotic orchard. So we drew into this, we'll untap, and then we'll draw for turn. We'll draw into the Space Marine Devastator, which destroys a target artifact or enchantment. Play the exotic orchard from our hand onto the battlefield. And now, just to continue to tax our opponents and destroy their creatures, we're going to go with, and we're going to cast the Awaken the Blood avatar from our command zone. That will go away. So we're going to get a blood avatar token that I'll use. We'll use this Eldrazi to be the blood avatar for now. So he's a 3/6 with haste. All of my opponents sacrifice a creature. We'd go to combat attack with this haste creature, and then we would pass. And then let's just say our opponent wipes the board. I don't know why they would wipe the board in this situation. Maybe they cast... Nah, I think our board is safe here. I don't think... Maybe they'll destroy the Staff of the Storyteller. We'll see. And then in response, we'll tap this to tap the staff to draw a card. And we draw into an unbreakable formation, which can give our creatures indestructible. And then we'll untap with our blood avatar and our mother. Then we'll draw into a sadistic hypnotist, which is just... We sacrifice a creature, force somebody to discard 2 cards, which I think is pretty good. We have a nice amount of creatures, you know, in our hand right now. I think it's time for us to start playing them. We can get down Neyali and start exiling cards to draw them. We'll get down Neyali. So now, essentially, oh my god, this is actually kind of devastating. Because attacking tokens we control have double strike. So my 3/6 right here has double strike, which is kind of cool. And then whenever they attack a player, we exile a card from our library and then we can play that card. That's pretty cool. I'm happy about that. That was completely unintended. I honestly, I totally forgot that Neyali gave our tokens double strike, honestly. And we'll cast the Basilica Bellhaunt, which is going to enter the battlefield. And each opponent's going to discard a card. Oh my god, this deck right now. And then we're actually going to gain 3 life. So then we'll move to combat after that. We'll attack with the blood avatar token. Everybody's going to lose 3 life. And like I could even tap the Mother of Runes to give this protection and give it unblockable if I wanted to, which is really good. So we attack with the creature. Because it's a token, we exile top card of our library. We're exiling the oh my god. The General's Enforcer. So legendary humans, which is Neyali. We're going to give this indestructible when this is on the battlefield, which I really enjoy. So we're going to go ahead and put that into the exile zone. So I'll leave it right here off to the side so we can cast that next turn. And then we'll pass. And now I think this is the situation. You know, we do have a way to give our commander, not even our commander, because this isn't the commander of the deck. We do have a way to give Neyali protection to protect our board state, but I think this is a situation here where if our opponent has a board wipe, they're going to cast it. So let's just say that they cast the board wipe and we lose all of our creatures because Mother of Runes can't protect from a board wipe. So that would happen. So this dude's still exiled. We'll untap, and then we'll draw for turn and draw into a Shriekmaw, which we'll put into our hand, which is just going to continue to help us just destroy our opponent's creatures, honestly. We're going to go a white and a black here and lose a life. We'll play General's Enforcer, which is going to give our legendary humans indestructible. We played this one first. I can tap to play Extus. So Extus is going to enter the battlefield. This is obviously in Chinese. Just so you guys know what it does, the card's over there on the right side of the screen. So whenever we cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, we can take a creature from our graveyard, a non-legendary creature from our graveyard, and put it into our hand, essentially. So he's gonna be there, and I'm just gonna tap 2 to evoke my Shriekmaw. When Shriekmaw enters the battlefield, we destroy target non-artifact, non-black creature. Just keep destroying things, and then that'll go to the graveyard. Untap. We will draw. Extus is indestructible, which is nice. We draw into an Honored Heirloom, which is a mana rock that lets us exile cards from graveyards, which I think is important when we're forcing our opponent to, I think we're gonna hold up mana for the Unbreakable formation. We could go ham with the Space Marine Devastators right now, and then I'm gonna cast the Space Marine Devastator, which when it enters the battlefield, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment. Wow, this deck really destroys a lot of things, guys. We're forcing people to discard, and it's kind of intense right now. So we're gonna Space Marine, and then we can squad this 2 times, so 1 and 2. And when that happens, we're gonna get 2 more copies of Space Marine Devastator, which is pretty cool. So you get to destroy 1, 2, 3 artifact or enchantments off of that play. Just if we can attack, we'll attack with our indestructible commander for double strike damage. Pass after that. Okay, we'll draw for turn into a Foreboding Ruins. Just a land. This is gonna enter the battlefield tapped because we can't reveal swamp or a mountain from our hand. So yeah, I'm actually pretty happy with how that worked. In the future, we're going to get into the habit of continuing to do more streams like this. So we're just basically just sitting around and building commander decks. If you enjoyed this video, you can like this video. If you're not subscribed to the channel, you can subscribe. In the future, we're going to be building the Ixhel Precon. I've been getting some of the cards in the mail to build that commander deck. We got a lot of stuff in store. I'll keep you guys notified in the Discord, okay? Always remember, eat healthy, all right? Work out every single day. Most importantly, you got to remember to believe in yourself, all right? Peace out, people. See you guys again, all right? Peace. Be good.